Hey everybody, it's Mucha Marapa from Matrix Global Media and founder of the Golf Professional School of Marketing, where we teach you how to recession-proof your business by becoming truly great at marketing. And you know, despite what we're sort of led to believe, being great at marketing isn't all about these fancy whiz-bang graphics and just really setting out to impress via pure visual things, but more being strategic and formulaic in how you communicate your products, your services, your programs, and of course yourself to the right target audience. Now, we've put together some really great training, and it stems from 30 minutes to 45 minutes to over an hour of training, which I've put together at golfprofessionalmarketing.com. You're free to watch that, and it does go on and on, but it's invaluable stuff, and I've actually thrown out a sort of mini challenge here to say, listen, if you go through all those videos and you implement what's there, and it's not difficult and it won't cost you a penny, you can become a scratch marketer. You can be sort of very efficient in the manner in which you communicate to your desired audience. However, what I also wanted to do was to continue to throw out some really good, useful, shorter clips which sort of discuss some of the areas that I filmed in detail in the training, so you can sort of almost have some instant abilities to implement what it is that I'm talking about. So in this video, what I wanted to do was narrow down on that wonderful topic of email marketing, and specifically using the marketing triangle that I discussed in one of my trainings, which is all about the market, the message, and the media. Now, the market is, who is it that you're going after? What's the target audience? Is it people that want to learn how to play golf? Is it people who are looking to buy golfing apparel? Are they ones that are going off on golf vacation? The message, what is it that you are exactly saying to them? Are you saying, listen, let me cure your slice, or let's get out of the snow and the cold and send you somewhere nice with some sun on your back, or let's get you some clothes that look really great? That is the message. And then, of course, we talk about the media. Which manner of communication are you using? Are you using social media? And if so, is it going to be Facebook? Is it going to be LinkedIn? Is it going to be YouTube, like you're watching this video? Or are you putting it on your website? So those are the 3 M's, and they need to all work together in order for you to have an effective and consistent marketing campaign. So I like to use a lot of case studies, and it's never an intention to sort of, for want of a better word, name and shame, but more just show some examples. So what I've got here to show you, and we're going to get back inside and we're going to have a quick look at the video, was an email that I received from a wonderful golf resort, truly wonderful golf resort. But what they have done is they have pretty much packed everything into one email. And if we go back to that triangle about being, the more specific you can be with those 3 M's, the more you can craft a message that speaks specifically just to that person or those people, the better. So we're going to go inside. I'm going to get a cup of tea just to warm up a little bit and let the training begin.
Okay, so here we are inside discussing this video, and with our previous training, the point I've put across with the importance of being a direct response marketer is getting people to take action, and action because they want to, because they need to, or even better, because they feel that they have to take action. And this is all part of a marketing results triangle. And in this triangle, we talk about the 3 M's: the message, the what, the market, the who, and the media, the how. And if you look, all 3 are sort of independent of one another, yet very dependent of each other. We don't want to have sort of a message and a market but no media. We don't want to have the media and the message and no market. And this is all the brainchild of a very, very exceptional man by the name of Dan Kennedy, who says that our marketing campaigns are so much better when we can move away from being an unwelcome pest and very much be an invited guest in the eyes of those we are looking to sell. So this is why it's vitally important that we specifically go and we craft the message, the what. What is it we're saying, and what's the irresistible offer there? The market, who is it that we're targeting? And the media, what is the manner in which we're going about to target what we've got? So there's the triangle. And what Dan Kennedy said, he said it's also very much good to look at it not only as a triangle, but almost like a 3-legged stool, where if you lose one or two of the components, then you see it's just there on its backside, as your campaign and no doubt your business efforts would be for that specific thing you're looking to promote. So we look at that marketing results triangle where there's got to be a message, there's got to be a market, and there's got to be a form of media, if not several forms of media, as you look to sell something. And that way we can avoid the term blind archery. So what I mean by that is when we craft a message, we need to be sure of the who it is we are hunting for. Who is it that we want our message to resonate with? You know, too often we fall into that trap. I remember reading something in one of the forums where there were these mobile devices which, by all intents and purposes, looked absolutely fantastic, but it's almost like just saying to every single golfer, look, you need this. And I would hazard a guess that there are certain target audiences that would want to sort of have something like that more than others. So we've really got to get into that who. And can we find a niche within the niche that we've already got? So here's an example of a wonderful property in Spain called Finca Courtesan, and Finca has held, you know, the Volvo championship the last few years over there in Spain. It really is a tremendous property, and this is an example of a recent email that I received from them. Now, when we go a little bit closer, as you can see, we see a beautiful photo of the golf course and some of the properties. It really is breathtaking out there. And then they break it down a little bit in that same email where it's discover our resort, and it talks about the resort. It's got a special offer there that's valid through to the end of March. So there's an ability there to sort of not only see what you like, but then go and take them up on a great offer. And likewise, something for the golf course. And I mean for golfers who are looking to sort of go out there and play a wonderful golf course. It just doesn't get much better than this in a fantastic part of the world. So they list the resort, they list the golf. And here it is for those romantics to say, here's an opportunity. You know, there's a Valentine's romance program. And once again, go ahead and just enjoy what this resort's got to offer. But this is the opportunity that I think could have been capitalized on a little bit better. Right? You're talking about the resort, you're talking about a golf offer, and you're talking about a Valentine's romance package. These could be segmented. These could be broken down. You know, with the resort, you could talk about all that's good about the resort. You could talk about what's there for the kids. There's the offer there. You know, golf or the spa and so on and so forth could form part of it. But this is a standalone campaign that you can do, where you can sort of just set your stall out to say, okay, let's target either the over 50s market, let's target the corporate market, however you want to do it. But this could clearly stand alone. Then, of course, we move over to the golf, where you could just sort of wax lyrical about most of the holes there. Again, you could create and craft a very compelling message on why the golf is so great. And likewise with the romance in the air around Valentine's. I mean, it just could really stand alone. And I just feel an opportunity has been missed by just throwing everything in there, because, you know, the way we operate, the way we think, we will sort of almost like cast a glance over all of them and discover the resort, and then we see something there, and, you know, the golf offer there, and then the February romance offer there. And I'm just thinking, if these had been broken down to individual campaigns, all right, and then you sort of decide to send 3 or 4 emails on each specific offer with a call to action at the end, I think that probably could have been more effective than what we're currently looking at. So therefore, when we craft a message, we've got to go back to the who. Who is it we want our message or messages to resonate with? Who is it here when we're saying discover our resort? You know, it's just too broad to send this out to everybody and just hope that somebody picks something from the copy that we've written. Likewise here with the golf, and likewise here with the romantic package. So once again, it's something that happens often. I've done it myself in the past, where I've sent out an email saying, listen, if you'd like to do this, here you go, or if you'd like to do that, here's another option, and if you'd like to do that. And it hasn't been as effective as to when I determine that I need to say, right, let me go after this one particular target audience for this one particular campaign and see where that takes us. So how do we avoid this blind email archery? Well, what my recommendations would be are to, number one, create a landing page. Okay, so it would be a landing page, and on there it would include the areas of interest checklist. So this gives us an opportunity to sort of send it out to our target audience, to a list. It might be a list that we've bought, it might be a list that we've had compiled on our behalf. And then you can segment your gathered data. So let's say you've got 1,000 names or 500 names or even 200 names. If you know that 40 of them are interested in the spa, and you know that 25 are interested into the spa and the golf and so on and so forth, you can begin to segment the data that you've gathered. And then you send out bespoke email campaigns, and this could be over the course of a month, 6 months, a year, but you begin speaking the language around what people have said they are interested in, as opposed to just throwing it out there and hoping something sticks. And this is an example of a form that I had put together during my days with Fancourt. Now, although this was for resorts, and in and around a resort, this could easily be tailored for golf professionals, to whether it's golf tuition, whether it's golf apparel, corporate golf days, trips abroad, all sorts of things. It's very easy. But as you can see, what I wanted to do was just gather as much information as possible about the people whose data I was capturing. So as you look over here, at sort of golf breaks, tuition, spa, wine tasting, weddings and honeymoons, safaris, real estate. And, this would enable me then to begin to segment my data and send them very carefully crafted emails. So, as the great man, Mr. Dan Kennedy, likes to say, we will go from being unwelcome pests to largely invited guests if we get the message, the market, and in this case it was the e-newsletter, and the form of media correct. So let's make that challenge to ourselves to go from being invited guests and to go towards being an invited guest, I beg your pardon. And you can see more of this video training. I mean, the one about the 3 M's of marketing, it's over an hour long. It really is comprehensive, and I've got 2 other videos either side of that. I strongly recommend that you go to golfprofessionalmarketing.com, www.golfprofessionalmarketing.com, where the first video is right there. You don't have to sign up or anything. It will just go ahead and teach you, some of the fundamentals to becoming what I like to call a scratch marketer. You can recession-proof your business. And then for those of you on Twitter, I'd love it if you could follow the Golf Pro School of Marketing, and you go to twitter.com/golfpromarketing, no G at the end. And on LinkedIn, those of you on LinkedIn, we've got our own group there. We have some great interaction, some fantastic people there, some great marketers as well. I mean, it's about, having the ability to really sort of understand and appreciate and grab a lot of the best practices going on there. So look forward to joining you there, and thank you very much for taking time to watch this video.